And we're back
Hello.
with the final route of Echo. It's time, guys, to be straight. We're going after Jenna.
Oh my god!
And it's Tuesday.
No, actually, we're going all the way back to the beginning.
I know, but he's saying it's Tuesday today.
IRL.
Oh.
Tuesdays with
damn it.
Jenna.
I just realized Seb stepped away, and now you guys know who this voice is. And it should be Seb, damn it.
Oh,
God
yeah.
damn it, Seb.
I did.
Seb,
Okay.
you never step away ever again.
Okay, so we can do one of two things. Either we go with like our perfect version or whatever and we wait for Seb to get back, or we just say screw it and just move on and have somebody voice Sam for a little bit.
Hurry to move on.
Alright. 1, 2, 3, not it.
Not it.
I'll do it, sure.
Okay.
I knew you'd be back. You'd all come back, eventually. Why did you try to run away in the first place?
Oh no, it's more like depressed and cryptic, like why do you try to run away in the first place? You know, kind of menacingly.
Yeah. Why
Also,
do
I
you
hear
try-
Randall. Randall loves that.
Yeah. Hey, dude! Why'd you try to run away in the first place? Hey, dude! Come here! Come here! Oh, good boy.
I love that. Why'd you run away in the first place? Dude, come here.
Good boy.
You come here now, y'all. Why
Come
did you
here
try
now,
to
y'all.
run away?
Come back, y'all.
Hurry on back now, y'all. You hear?
Yeah, that's
Oh my gosh.
It
I'm mad, I tell you, mad.
doesn't matter. Even though you're here, you're going to try to run away again.
Oh.
Just stop. Because just like this town, you're only moving in circles. Saturday.
Alright. Who wants to be Chase?
Your Chase Allen.
Damn it.
Your turn. You think we were gonna forget? Hell no.
I could have been a good TJ.
Well, I'm sorry. TJ's the only one I can voice. I can't do anyone else.
You could be Chase.
No, I can't. I can't go that deep.
Chase doesn't actually necessarily need to be that deep. We just...
I still can't go that deep. I have
to
a high-pitched voice.
Yeah.
I actually
Alright.
described Chase's voice at no time.
Oh yeah, Sam, you do have almost the voice of a child, so yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for that.
High five, Sam. You and I are child voices.
Woo!
You're child actors?
Yes.
We're Yep.
Yes,
Why-
they are
this
child
is,
actors.
This is cruel and unusual punishment that you've been putting us through, DJ.
How dare you? As our guardian, you should know better.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome.
Wait, what?
Only if I get all of your royalties.
Oh
What?
hell no! Oh hell no!
I'm
What?
an emancipated minor, you asshole.
If you're children actors, obviously I get the rest of and all of your royalties.
I guess he
I'll
is the
fight you.
oldest.
Sam, I'm gonna
I'll fight
kneel,
you.
you push.
Hey, shut up, you
Okay,
greedy prick!
gotcha.
Alright. You can see the lights for real. Yeah, Mom, I brought it. No, I've got everything. No, TJ's with us. We picked him up yesterday.
I thought you packed him in the trunk.
Help!
There is a version of the game that I will play with you guys at some point. We're not doing that one though right now. No, I did call you yesterday. There was no answer. Fine, yeah, I'll try more than once next time. So of course they're clean. Listen, I'm driving right now, so... Yeah, so I shouldn't be on the phone, should I? I'm gonna hang up. Okay. Love you too. Bye. I sigh and finally hang up the phone, dropping in my lap. TJ, next to me in the passenger seat, stretches back and scratches behind his ear.
Oh, that's cute. It's been a while since I've seen your mom. How is she?
I shrug. Fine, I think. She wouldn't tell me if she wasn't anyway. TJ taps his foot against the dashboard before yawning.
Wow, it feels like we've been dragging for days.
Normally, TJ wasn't one to whine, but the long drive was obviously getting to him. It was getting to all of us, honestly. I look over at him. We're almost there. Why don't you listen to some music or something?
My phone's been dead for the past 2 hours. I didn't know it would take us 8 hours to get there.
I sigh. Whether that dig was purposeful or not, I still feel a little embarrassed. I'll admit, I got us lost for a few hours. Route 93 is hard to find, even with the GPS. It's no wonder that Echo's in the state it's in.
You should have brought a book. Those don't run out of batteries.
I look over in the rearview mirror and see Jenna hold up a hefty book titled Cognition. TJ sighs.
All of my books are on my phone.
Why don't you listen to the radio? TJ starts to reach for the dial.
Don't bother. All we get out here are Hicks stations. I have some music on my phone, though. Do you have an aux cable, Chase?
In this clunker? No. But like I said, we're almost there. Just having the three of us here is a little awkward. Unbalanced. I wonder if completing our little group will bring back that old chemistry. Thinking about seeing Carl, Flynn, and Leo again makes my heart skip a beat. Take exit 127 onto Flint Road. I jerk back into the present and press on the brakes as I swerve onto the exit ramp.
Oh,
Sorry.
Dave, come on, pay attention.
TG adds a little giggle to lighten the chastisement, but my face gets hot anyway. Hey, me and Jenna went 3 hours out of our way to pick you up from CCU. You could have taken the bus.
No, I'm grateful. I'd just rather this not be the place I die.
Oh no!
What, you're calling something from one of the routes?
Yep.
Although actually, now that I think about it, I don't think
TJ.
TJ often goes insane, but does not often die.
Yeah, no, TJ survives. He goes feral is the problem when he survives.
Yeah.
We continue down Flint Road for about 15 minutes in silence, while I avoid the ever-increasing number of potholes in the road. I think we're all a little nervous now as we get closer to our destination. Unsurprisingly, there isn't another car in sight.
You guys excited?
I look in the rearview mirror again and see that Jenna has put down her book, staring out the window. I actually haven't given a lot of thought as to how I feel about the whole thing. So how do you each feel?
I'm nervous.
I think that's actually what we picked the first time.
Oh,
I don't remember
Well-
what we picked the first time.
But
Me
don't be
neither.
nervous. You're going to be seeing me again, Chula.
Now I'm
No,
really
cool.
Wait,
nervous.
are we doing one of the short stories, or are we doing a?
Oh, we're doing the
We're
full
doing-
through because we finished all the short stories last week. Remember?
I
I don't think it was
forget.
here for.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
I've been to a convention since then, so I forgot. I think we can go with I'm nervous though, because it's been genuinely a year, so it doesn't matter what we
Nervous
picked last
seems
time.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's been a while since we've all been together. Think things will be the same?
I meant Echo. Are you excited to go back?
Oh. I didn't really know how to answer that. Is excited the right word? It sure as hell is stressful.
As long as we could go for a hike. I don't want to be sitting around in the motel all day. Man, me and TJ, total opposites.
Well, it beats having a heat stroke in the desert. Are you seriously hiking the trail?
Oh, come on. It'll be fun. At least I know Chase will come.
TJ smiles at me, raising his brows. It's hard to say no to such an eager face. At least right now. Yeah, of course.
Anyway, it sounds like you've only got the boys on your mind, Chase. Leo, maybe?
The boys.
Make a slight right onto Lake Emma Road. I ignored
There's all
Jenna.
these like subtle drops here, like Jenna's saying, it seems like you've only got the boys in your mind, which seems like just like a line, but really she's kind of like feeling the water. She's like, hey, do you have only like the boys on your mind? Like Leo? And what she's really saying was,
Are
you thinking about me? Which, Jenna, we are all yours this round.
Well, we'll get to determine how much of hers we are once we get to a certain question. I ignored Jenna, pretending to be distracted with adjusting the GPS. A few more minutes of silence pass before Jenna speaks up again.
So, this news thing you're making, what's it about exactly?
I swerve a little to avoid another pothole. A news packet. If you remember, there was that one crazy thing that happened here in the early 1900s. I read a little bit about it, and it's pretty fucked up.
Come on, Chase. Language.
Just thought I'd do a little more digging. Honestly, though, I just need to make something that looks good enough to pass with.
Well, that sounds kind of fun. Are you gonna have enough time to hang out? I know Leo made some plans.
This whole thing was Leo's idea, actually. When I told him I'd be coming down to Echo for spring break, he suggested we all use it as an excuse to have a reunion. He says it hasn't been the same since the three of us left. Yeah, I should. I just need some B-roll and shots of the old creepy locations. Shouldn't take too long. I catch a flash of blue and see the lake to our right. The conversation dies down a bit, and pretty soon we're all lost in our own thoughts. Finally, we round a bend, and I start to catch some glimpses of the town. The tall, rusted signs for the gas station and motel loom over the rest of the old community. Lake Emma Road merges right onto Main Street, where the motel is at. Soon enough, we're turning into the parking lot. There are only a few other cars in the parking lot. I park in the closest spot next to the door and switch off the ignition, relieved to be done with the driving. I sit back for a moment, rubbing my eyes. Ugh. I hope you're grateful, TJ. I never want to drive that long again.
Thanks, Chase.
TJ hops out of the car, clearly happy to be out.
Ugh.
TJ puts his paws to his back and stretches out from toes to ear tufts, and I hear a few cracks.
Gosh, it feels good to be out of there.
I smile as I follow him out and stretch as well, though less flamboyantly. It's good to see TJ reverting back to his old cheerful self.
Alright, I made the reservations, so I'll check us in. You boys want to bring in our stuff?
Sure.
Me and TJ head around to the trunk of the car, getting our bags and camera equipment while Jenna heads inside. I'm pleasantly surprised. While it's a bit musty, the room is spacious and generally clean. A lot more than I was expecting from a town like Echo. Although I've lived in the town for most of my life, I've never actually been in the motel.
Hey, this is nice. And 2 double beds?
Yeah, I thought I'd get one of the nicer rooms, since everything here is dirt cheap.
TJ sets his bags down on the bed.
So I guess they'll... So I guess this will be me and Chase's bed. Jenna can have her own, obviously.
That's nice of you, TJ. Anyway, here are your key cards.
That's not what she wanted.
Wait. Oh, yeah, no, you're right. What the?
Yeah, look at
Like,
It was like-
that's nice of you, TJ. Internally, she's like, damn.
She should
Could be
have been like,
worse.
no, let's be like, by like, say, Chase is gay, he shouldn't be next to you. See, he should be next to you.
Yes, Chase should be next to Jenna, not TJ. Because TJ just brings out the douche in Chase.
I mean, when you do his route, certainly.
Yes, it does.
Well, I mean, that's the thing, is that Chase isn't always like that, even when he's hanging out with TJ normally. It's when he's going on that route, and the threat of him having killed Sydney getting revealed as possibly going to be exposed, that he becomes that jackass. She hands us both our key cards, which I slip into my back pocket.
I was waiting for that. So when are we gonna eat? I'm starving.
My stomach grumbles. We haven't eaten since breakfast, and it's late afternoon at this point. I pull up my phone, checking over my text with Leo. Leo said he's gonna get us some sandwiches from the diner.
Did you tell?
Yes, I told him to substitute the bread with lettuce for yours, TJ.
Nice.
Alright, well, I've texted everyone that we're here. Let's at least unpack. It's going to get crowded, and I don't want all of our stuff in the way.
I love
What, they're
hearing
wearing
how
the same
vehemently
shirt.
Randall's chewing on that bone.
I just thought of something really funny. So they packed, but every time we see their sprites, they're wearing the same clothing.
Yeah, they're all wearing the same clothing.
Well, you gotta
So,
remember,
were
this
they
was their
back?
very first game, so they
No.
only had so many sprites they could use.
This is not an uncommon thing to tease, like, anything about. Like, Phineas and Ferb teases himself about this.
Yeah. Or Dexter's Laboratory. They do that too.
Because it's a continuity thing. You don't actually want to make multiple sprites, but it amuses
That's
you.
back.
Welcome back, Seb.
Hello.
So you unfortunately missed out on voicing Sam at the very beginning, but you're good for Flynn here.
Good boy. Let's get you a treat.
Half an hour later, we got all of our stuff packed away in the motel drawers. Now I'm sitting on the bed, toying with my camera equipment, while TJ watches TV and Jenna organizes her schoolwork.
You know you're on vacation, right? And didn't you already get into grad school? You should relax.
That's exactly why I need to be keeping up.
There's a knock at the door, and being the closest, I get up to answer it. I'll get it. I look through the peephole excitedly and see a beanie cap with a pair of very familiar horns poking through it. I grin as I unlock the door and swing it open. Carl!
Now come cuddle. Up.
Matt!
Carl?
Hey, Chase.
Just as
Carl?
tired as your first
Hey,
time.
Chase.
Wait, weren't you horribly sick the first time we did this?
He was!
Yeah.
Yes.
He was. He had like a nasal thing.
Yes, I had a terrible cold that day. I felt like shit.
Amazing.
I slap paws with him and pull him into a hug, and immediately get a whiff of the pungent scent of pot. Despite that, his embrace is warm and plush, and his belly squishes against my body like a pillow through his jacket. There's an underlying sturriness, though, and I feel his biceps bulge around my shoulders. Had he been working out? I put my paws on his shoulders and push him back, looking him over. He's changed a bit since I've last seen him. He's definitely bulkier, and the fur on his face is a bit shaggier. His eyes are a little red, and his expression is a little glazed, like he's daydreaming about someplace far away from here. Still getting blazed, huh?
Fuck yeah.
His jokey nature drops a bit as he gives me a genuine smile.
It's good to see you again.
I feel warm inside as I smile back. You too.
Is that Carl I hear?
Carl and I step back into the room, and the Rams remaining slouched as we do.
Hey, Jenna.
Carl, how have you been?
Not bad. Just living life like I'm a bee.
It sounds like he's starting to sing the lyrics to a song, but he trails off as we all look at him expectantly. He just smiles back. Huh?
Hey, is that TJ?
Though he's smiling happily, TJ is outright crinkling his nose.
Still up to your old habits, huh?
Carl shrugs. I'm starting to remember that's something he does a lot. It's his answer to almost everything. It gets quiet for a moment, then I clap my paws together. So, what have you been up to, Carl? You're not online that often. Carl shrugs.
You know, just hanging out.
Must be kind of boring, considering its echo.
Not going out helps.
You been able to find a job? I know they closed the old corner market you used to work at.
Yeah, been kinda hard. Since
Yo, they're trying to just-
everything's closing down around here.
They're trying to just make small talk, but it actually turns out it's actually like super rude and hurtful.
On top of that, I still don't have a car that can get me paid.
That's right. You crashed the one your parents got you. TJ, shut up.
So the thing is, like,
dude, are you talking third person?
Yes.
as much as I do
Well,
love
that's the
TJ,
thing, right? They're making
he-
just
yeah.
like... They're not trying to be mean or anything.
I know, but he's not trying to be mean, and that's what sucks. He's just being a nice friend, and then he's like, still hurting.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh hey, so has this been worked on? You know, right? Like, just chill. But it's not a good thing.
Yeah, TJ does not think about how his words can affect Carl sometimes. I don't think TJ knows much about what's going on in Carl's life overall, and that's why he kind of consistently makes things that hurts Carl by accident. Because, like, I remember, like, in his own route with, like, the Never Have I Ever, everything he said hurt Carl.
Yeah.
But he was more focused on Chase the entire time. I just don't think TJ thinks about Carl as much as he probably should.
Mm-hmm.
TJ's grinning sympathetically, but Carl hunches further into himself, looking sulky.
Matt.
Shit. Man, don't kill my vibe.
What about school? Been thinking about going back?
Oh God! Everybody, shut up!
Not really. Maybe?
So I will say, in defense of everyone here, none of them have really talked with Carl for like the past 2 or 3 years.
No, I'm not mad at them. Remember, if I wasn't last time. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just now that we know what happened, and how he's feeling and what his struggles are.
Now
It's
we're
like,
on
oh.
Team Defend Carl.
You guys are taking the knife and stabbing it. Please stop doing that thing.
You're pushing it in.
Carl's starting to lose that faraway look as he narrows his eyes.
You should. It's like, you went for what, a semester?
Okay, dude.
That's not really enough time to tell if you're really cut out for college. Classes get easier to handle once you get used to it.
Yeah, well, it wasn't exactly the schoolwork that was the problem.
You could try smoking less weed. That might help.
Oh, shut up, everybody!
Oh my god, dude, just trying to kill me. What? Is this... Was I set up for an intervention or something?
Carl looks over at me, as if asking for help. Hey, don't look at me. I had to deal with them for the past 10 hours.
Yeah, I guess I just forgot how naive it could be.
That's because we care about you, Carl.
Anyway, I'm sure Chase has been missing you ever since you left school.
Carl and I were in the same class throughout school. As a result, we entered college together. We even roomed together for that one semester, which was a lot of fun. Of course I had missed him. Carl seems pretty eager to get off the topic, though.
Big cool. Did you get accepted into Weston, Jenna?
No, don't do that, Randall. Please
Being
don't
attacked
do
by their
that.
dog.
I don't like you like that, dear.
You sure? He loves you, though.
Yeah. That's one way you could describe what he was trying to do.
Oh.
Oh,
He took his bone away, and I think
He just has, like, energy he doesn't know what to do with. So he tried humping me. Honey, we don't do that.
He really loves you.
Like, lick me all you want, but...
Yep, going into experimental psych. I start in the fall.
blow your nose.
Is that TJ?
Nope, that's Carl.
No.
Matt? Did Matt step away?
Matt?
Oh.
That's pretty cool. Congrats.
Carl turns back to me.
And you're into journalism, right?
He looks over the equipment, looking confused.
What's all this?
Oh, yeah. One of the reasons why I'm out here. I'm doing a news segment on Echo.
Sounds like the feel-good movie of the year, Chase.
That's what you get out of the feel-good town of the century, Carl.
Yeah.
Carl scratches his muzzle before turning to TJ.
And you're doing what again? Sports something Bible Olympics?
Athletic training. But yes, it's a Christian school.
Carl gives a thumbs up.
It's something Bible Olympics.
I like that. Bible Olympic was nice.
And he's not wrong. That's the best part.
That thing is, that's something I would actually say as well. Super. So we gonna eat? I'm hungry as hell.
It's a little extreme there, Carl. Not even you can be that hungry.
Oh my god, TJ, shut up.
Sure. Where's Leo? He's bringing the sandwiches, right?
He actually just texted me that he's here. He's picking up Flynn.
We're all gonna be here, just like old times.
TJ almost looks like that little kid Lynx again. His ears twitching around with excitement.
No.
Dagnat, you're it.
No. Oh, there they are.
I grip the bed sheet, or I grip the bedspread, and watch as Carl moves around the corner to open the door. I hear it open, followed by the distinctive, deep, brassy voice of Flynn.
Don't want that.
Seb, you get lines.
Oh, cool. Hey, why are you getting the door, fatty?
Because I can, you piece of shit.
I mean, that's not too far away from the line.
Nope.
Where are they?
Don't make fun of crazy sounds. Oh no, not he'll lick.
TJ, you're talking about your dog right in the mic. You don't need to
Sorry.
hear about what Randall's trying to do.
Here, I'm gonna get him a different toy, one that's not as loud.
Oh my god. To be clear, internet, I want to put it out there. Our dog is just very, like, anxious right now. I swear he's trained as a therapy dog and is a total sweetheart. And does not usually try to hump me.
Usually.
Promise.
Seb.
Ah. Leo has them. Here he is.
Hey! They all in there?
My heart skips a beat, and my tail thumps.
Yeah, it
ahead.
does. Ooh, his heart skipped a beat.
God damn it.
Okay, well then my heart now slowly sinks into basically not beating because I'd rather be dead. As I
Alright,
hear
gotta
Leo's
take out
high
my trash.
baritone.
I gotta take out my garbage and recycling. I forgot it's garbage and recycling in my area.
Okie doke.
Yeah.
There's some bustling before they start coming around the corner, bringing me face to face with the rest of my childhood friends. Flynn comes first, slinging in casually, his posture loose and relaxed, slouching. Unlike Carl, though, his slouch makes him look like he just doesn't give a fuck, as opposed to just trying to make himself seem smaller. He wasn't a shy guy, as evidenced by his open shirt.
And who you calling a dick face?
Flynn knocks Carl on the head, which makes a loud thunking sound, but Carl just grins throughout.
Hey Jenna, TJ, Chase.
He nods to each of us in turn, rubbing his knuckles. Immediately following him, his arms wrapped around two big brown paper bags, is Leo. He smiles over the tops of the bags, sweeping the room with his eyes along with his tall rectangular ears. He pauses on Jenna, then TJ, before finding me. His face immediately breaks out into a full-on grin as he walks over to the bed I'm sitting on, setting down the bags. As he comes to a stop in front of me, I reach out my paw to slap his, like I did with Carl. Instead, he grabs it to yank me up into a tight bear hug, nearly squeezing the air out of me.
Chase! Man, I missed you.
Just like Carl, it seems like Leo's gotten bigger and stronger. He lifted me up without even trying. The tension I've been feeling in my chest melts away like an ice cube on an Echo sidewalk. Everything's fine. All that worry about how he was going to react was for nothing. The hug is lasting kinda long, though.
I can't let go.
I can feel everyone else looking at us.
Your line.
Oh. Being on the rug.
Yeah.
Remember this.
Jeez, I know.
And just like that, he forgets we exist.
Leo finally does pull back, then smacking me on the shoulder before turning to greet Jenna and TJ. I shakily sit back down, feeling a whole lot better now that the introductions are out of the way.
Fuck. Leave Carl in a room for 5 seconds and it smells like goddamn skunk sauna. Weed is just oozing out of your pores at this point.
Flynn theatrically plugs up his nostrils as he pulls the window open a crack. Carl rolls his eyes, slouching further and jamming his paws in his pockets. Tag, you're it, Matt.
Remember he's doing something?
Oh, you're right. I forgot that he did step away. I call on backup Carl.
Backup Carl!
Who's that?
That's you.
Oh.
No, actually, you're talking to Carl right now, so we should have it be DJ.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Alright, backup, Carl. On my way.
Well, I mean, if you don't want to do it, then I can be backup.
No, I got it. I'm good. I like Carl. Aw, shut up. I think everyone here agrees that my smell's a lot better than your shedding. Nothing like leaving a big pile of lizard dust on the couch for the next person. And by the way, dude, that skunk comment was speciesist.
And that lizard comment wasn't?
Flynn turns to me, fanning air in from the outside with sand.
What's worse, Chase? Carl's smell or my dusting off?
Ha! Dusting off. That's not a thing. Try saying, white flakes that chip off me with every step I take. Except when I scratch my ass. Then it's like a fucking blizzard of dead skin. And some of it might land in your mouth. That's what you should call it.
Hey, you verbals do it too. It's just less noticeable. Either way, it's hot in here.
Are you cold-blooded?
Yep.
Sababa.
Aren't you cold-blooded, dude? Jeez, you should like it hot. You should like it hot in here.
He's so cold-blooded that he died.
Oh?
Oh,
Hello?
can we hear you again? Everything okay, Seb? Can you not
Yes,
hear us?
I hear y'all.
Okay.
You didn't hear me for a sec.
Yeah,
I
I
did
can
the
hear you
line,
now,
and
though.
you're like, well, I'm waiting for the line. And I'm like, oh, well.
Well, I am
Right.
waiting for the line.
Someone turn down the goddamn thermostat.
I'm waiting for the line, Seb.
Fuck!
Someone turn down your language.
TJ says that to him, like a cheerful kindergarten teacher, pep talking a student into using his words. The line, Seb. Thank you. Stare at each other.
want? Stop screaming.
Wait, who's screaming?
My cat, or my parents' cat.
Oh, I was about to say,
Aw.
like, you have a cat for your apartment? Then I remember that you're with your parents right now.
Yeah.
My cats scream. Well, they cry.
They stare at each other for about 5 seconds. Flynn's expression like a stone, while TJ slowly loses his smile.
Well, Jesus butt fucking Christ. I'll be sure to watch that.
Flynn!
TJ actually looks pretty upset.
That's so funny.
But Flynn just reaches out and yanks him to a chokehold. The much shorter Link's easily dwarfed by the lizard.
Ah, shut you up, you prissed. I'm just kidding.
TJ half-heartedly fights the hold. I guess TJ thought he'd get some respect, now that we're all adults. You know, I would really have loved to see how TJ and Flynn interacted with each other, like, outside of, like, their weird dynamic with, like, Flynn trying to get the information out of Sydney, because he only really is doing that now that's, like, his last chance, so he must have had a previous decent relationship with TJ at one point. And seeing this is interesting. It's kind of like the older brother who, like, is poking at, like, their too serious younger sibling in a way.
What? Hey, ow! You still said it.
Normally, I might step in to help, but it's been a while since I've seen Flynn and TJ go at it. It's too funny. It's just too funny to stop.
Look, no lightning. Just so much... Bleh, fuck. Anyway. Look, no lightning. So much for your almighty God. Ugh!
TJ jabs his elbow back into Flynn's stomach, doubling the lizard over in a second.
See? God works in a mysterious way. Ow!
Flynn reaches up and grabs one of the tufts of TJ's ears and yanks, earning a yowl from the feline. Back up, back up, back up, back up, back up, Carl.
Foul! Species features.
Species features was something we made up to make our tussles a little more fair. It involved any distinct physical features between our species that might pose as a disadvantage to, like my tail, Jenna's ears, or TJ's ear tufts. Carl was especially keen on it. Being a ram, his horns were often used as leverage against him.
TJ, come get your sandwich.
TJ finally yanks himself out of Flynn's grasp, smoothing down his fur as he tries to look as dignified as possible.
Well, I can see things haven't changed.
With that, TJ walks over to the table to get his food. I can't help but laugh. I think TJ won that one by technicality.
Or did he? He might have fouled, too. Flynn's got a soft lizard belly.
Flynn snorts, rubbing his stomach.
Oh, don't you even try to tell me about soft, asshole. Looks like you've swallowed a beach ball.
Speaking of which, food!
We all what was that? Ah. We all passed the bags around to get our food. A chicken sandwich for Jenna and TJ, roast beef for me and Leo, and 3 large veggie burgers that almost take up their own bag for Carl. Flynn, as usual, isn't eating anything. I think it's a lizard thing. I keep my seat on the bed as I unwrap the foil around my sandwich. The smell wafts up from the beef, making my mouth water, and brings some memories up with it. We all spent so many nights at the old diner. I can remember the night me and Carl graduated. Leo took us all straight from Peyton High to the diner, skipping out on the all-night graduation party for sandwiches and milkshakes. I took a huge bite, and a yellow bell pepper slips out of the other end, landing back in the foil.
Whoa! Slow down, you're gonna choke.
Suddenly, I'm almost falling over the side as something heavy plants itself next to me on the bed. I quickly grab a napkin and bring it to my muzzle, wiping away the grease. Hey, Leo. Leo chuckles at my embarrassment and unwraps his own sandwich.
Sorry if the pretzel is soggy. Garabo over here took his sweet time getting into the car.
Hey, working in the town hall is serious business. I don't have a family business I can just waltz out of like you.
Hey Flynn, I'll bet you that I can eat this whole burger in 1 minute.
Is that a fucking joke? Of course you can.
Yeah, but what about 2 burgers? Don't choke, Carl.
I decided to keep the conversation on Leo's job, since that's the whole reason why he's still here. Is business still pretty good?
Yes. Peyton's getting bigger, so are the number of customers.
I guess it's a good thing your dad moved it out of Echo, huh?
For sure. Place is turning into a ghost town. It probably will be in another decade or 2.
By some standards, it is already. I take another bite of my sandwich, biting right into another bell pepper. I've forgotten how good the diner food is. I notice TJ sitting next to Jenna at the table, picking unhappily at his lettuce-wrapped chicken. Jenna seems to as well as she leans towards him.
What's wrong, TJ?
It's just... never mind. It doesn't matter.
Are you sure?
It's just in the mayo. I forgot they put on everything here.
Jenna lifts up the bun on her sandwich, inspecting its contents.
None of the mayo really got on my chicken. Here.
Oh, you don't have.
Jenna picks up TJ's chicken, or TJ's sandwich, and swaps out his grilled chicken. She rips off the layer of mayo-tainted lettuce from his lettuce bun before swapping her chicken in.
There. How's that?
Thanks.
It's then that TJ looks up and sees Leo and I staring at him, his ears flatten in embarrassment.
What?
Oh, he's a DJ.
Back up, Leo.
Wait, is that me? Nothing. Nothing, TJ. Nothing.
So, are your parents still letting you live in the house here in Echo?
Yes. We actually tried to sell it last year, but of course no one bought. I think 2 people came to look, but took off once they saw the town. Anyway, my parents are living in Peyton, in a house twice as big as the old one.
Well, it must be pretty cool living in your own house.
My parents aren't constantly breathing down my neck, so that's, nice.
Leo's already finished his first sandwich, and now he's unwrapping the second. He sure could eat a lot. How many people are still here anyway? In the town, I mean. Leo takes another bite, and I hear the crunch of peppers through his muzzle. He chews thoughtfully for a moment before swallowing.
Not too sure. Of course, I know it's almost everyone here, but most don't actually live here anymore. Most everyone's turned their old house into a sort of vacation home now.
Really? Why? I can't imagine anyone coming here for a vacation.
Hold on, Chase. You're are here on vacation right now.
Look, my hobbies include dying of heat stroke.
Nah, your hobbies include dying of lost legs.
Oh no. Oh no.
I really gotta debate, because we've made so many spoilers in this, and this might be somehow somebody's first episode of Echo. I might have to believe all of our spoilers. I don't know.
Well, they've all got their old houses here, and it's cheap to build. And the town is actually trying to turn that old lake into a recreational thing.
Lake Emma?
Yeah, they're putting in ducks and stuff.
Huh.
And dead friends.
Lake
Sorry.
Emma? Yeah, I know. Stop with your fucking spoilers, DJ.
Making his job harder.
So rude.
I think it's funny.
Lake Emma is the old reservoir just a few minutes outside town. As kids, we used to play around there all the time. It was generally an ugly place. Dead fish on the banks, a terrible smell, and mosquitoes everywhere. Then again, it could have changed since then. I haven't been there in 12 years now. None of us have. Thinking about the lake is making my stomach tighten again, forcing away my appetite in the process. It's been so long at this point, I need to learn to get over things. Actually, that reminds me. The others are pretty deep in their own conversations, but I lower my voice anyway, leaning into Leo. Hey, Leo? Leo turns to me. He had been in the middle of a massive bite, and now he has a bell pepper half hanging out of his muzzle. And that throws off my train of thought for a second. Oh yeah. So, I wanted to get some shots of the lake for my project. Leo ducks his head to pull out the pepper from his muzzle, only to shove it back in a second later. He chews for a while, but his ears still tip towards me, so I go on. It's kind of important to Echo's history. Anyway, you told me that on Monday everyone's free during lunch. I can tell by the set of Leo's ears that he knows where I'm going, and he's not too into the idea. I quickly go on. Of course, we don't have to, but it's been a long time. And if the town is making it look better, it could be fun.
Listen, Chase.
I feel my face burn a little under the fur. Sorry, it was a dumb idea.
No, Chase. If it were up to me, I'd definitely do it. It's just...
Leo looks towards Flynn, and I do as well, finding him still bantering with Carl.
Doesn't matter how fucking fast you eat, I'm not gonna be impressed.
He's still got that classic Flynn look going on his face, where he's pressing his lips together, trying not to smile.
What if I agree?
Welcome back, Matt.
That's my segue.
You've already eaten most of the first one, so that's not gonna happen now, is it?
I look back down at my sandwich. I suddenly feel really guilty. Here I am, back after 3 years, just assuming I know how everyone feels. Now I'm kind of feeling like an imposter.
That's sus.
I know.
Yeah.
It's like really sus. I'm a sussy little baka.
I was just about to say that, but I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna.
I think we made that joke back in 2021 as well. So
I hope we did.
Leo noses like he always did, and he nudges me with his shoulder.
Hey, don't worry about it. It's not your fault.
Suddenly, Leo's ears perk up, and I know he suddenly had an idea. His ears make him easily readable, just as reading people came easily to him. It made it all the more impressive that he was able to tell what most of us were thinking, considering my short, stubby ears. Or Flynn's lack thereof.
Listen, there's a cool little spot on the river that's actually pretty close to the lake. We could have lunch and you could walk over and get your shots.
The idea makes me feel a little bit better. Alright, that could be fun. Also, this motel doesn't have a pool, so it would be really nice to swim in something.
Hey, otters have their waters. Anyway, I'll have to ask Flynn, but I think he'll be okay with it.
What would really impress me is if you didn't eat the rest.
Is it me again now?
No, it's Matt. He's
Nope.
back.
Yeah. You're a funny guy, Flynn.
Carl goes right back to shoving the next burger into his mouth as Flynn looks on in mild disgust. He suddenly notices us watching him, and he gives us an odd look, but that slowly morphs into a smirk as he focuses on Leo.
You're looking pretty happy there, Leo. Not like you've been for the past 3 years.
I furrow my brow in confusion and look up at Leo. I see him shift, and he's giving Flynn a look I don't quite understand.
Well, of course I'm happy to see us all back together again.
I look from Leo to Flynn, and it's pretty easy to imagine a bolt of electricity between them.
It's from their conversation earlier.
Should have seen him, Chase. He'd go days without smiling. Mopey.
Tag, you're it, Matt.
Okay? Agreed. Leo's been kind of a dick ever since you guys left.
Both.
Tag, you're it, Seb?
Is it general counselor? Hey, you should have a session with Leo.
Oh no.
I'm still an undergrad. I'm not going into counseling anyway.
Want to piss off a...
That would just make me sad.
Want to piss off someone in research psych?
Yep. Me and Jenna.
As the other research psychologist here, I have to fully agree.
Yep. It's like, no.
It is
I
fun
can't-
to do, though.
I can't tell you how many times, like, people ask, oh, are you psychoanalyzing me? And I'm just like, no.
It is fun to mess with people, mess with her and do that, though. I'm not gonna lie.
So, like, one of the things that I've always had to explain to people is I took, like, no classes in clinical or counseling psychology because I deliberately didn't want to have to, like, ever question, am I, like, psychoanalyzing a friend or not? So I don't do that shit. I just focus on other things when it comes to psych.
And I'll admit, like, that was something I was considering. I was considering going, like, the clinical or counseling route, but eventually I realized, no, that I'm probably better off doing the research/teaching thing.
Oh yeah, I was in a similar boat. I was thinking like, oh, I could probably try and help people with counseling, and then I realized, I don't think I really want to do that.
Yeah.
I think you'd both be very good at it for what it's worth, but I can also understand why you guys didn't want to do it.
I mean, I'll share a little fun story. Back like when I was in high school, I actually was like a pseudo counselor to a lot of my online friends, and that's why I was thinking that I would want to do that. And then as I learned a little bit about psychology, I realized, hey, I don't think I actually want to do this professionally with strangers.
It's exhausting.
Yeah, well, and it's like you have to be careful not to take your client's problems home with you, essentially.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm too much of an empath for that.
Me too.
High
Same
five.
here.
Impact Squad!
Woo!
TJ is busy trying to hold his sandwich together and eat it at the same time. Not very successfully, but he looks up as well.
Leo depressed? It's hard to imagine you not smiling. You seem fine online.
Has something been going on, Leo?
I mean, he has been fine online.
Oh, man.
For the first time since he's arrived, Leo looks truly uncomfortable. You don't see him like that very often. Flynn, on the other hand, has his trying not to smirk face on. Leo pauses, pinned down by everyone's eyes in the room. Then he takes a frustrated breath.
Can't people be sad sometime? Yes, things have been harder, but I'm fine. I think it's pretty clear that Flynn
Leo flicks his long muzzle at the lizard.
is just trying to get some reactions.
I'm just saying you're back to your old self. Seriously, it's great.
Leo makes a snorting sound. I'm about to ask Leo what's so stressful when he lifts up his paws again to take a bite of his almost finished sandwich. I go quiet as I look at his paw. A silver anchor tied around his wrist with leather. The word otter is etched into the shank of the anchor. The name Chase is engraved into the stock. Why was he still...
Ace!
I jump as TJ's voice breaks through my trance, bouncing on the bed once I come down. Leo looks at me as the bed wobbles, an eyebrow raised. TJ puts a paw to his muzzle.
You were just kind of staring off into space.
Yeah, just thinking about stuff. What's up?
We were just talking about the last game. Didn't you tell me that you saw the movie on the drive here?
Tag Matt, you're it.
I really don't get you right now. TJ, the last game was the worst Lions Brigade movie.
I'm just mad because they didn't follow the comics.
Yeah, Carl. As a movie, it was just better. I'm sure the comics are great too, though.
Nah, the comics are shit. Carl tried showing them to me once.
You're shit, Flynn. What? See, this is the problem. They never follow the source material. No one cares because they have no respect for the originals, man.
You're way too picky, Carl. Last Game was a great movie.
Shut your thirsty ass, Leo.
Oh no. I think Lions Brigade was always a bit too violent for me. Well, with all the shooting and punching. Hold on, I gotta take a drink.
Trinity Weasel?
I think you said that incredulously last time too, DJ.
It's like a Jesus superhero. Oh god, I hate it.
Always liked the Trinity Weasel. She's the thinking man superheroine.
Carl weighs his paw dismissively.
I also enjoy that the Trinity is a she in this universe.
Yep.
Tag, you're it, Matt.
Comics have always been pretty lame. They're jerk-off fodder for lonely nerds, and so's the movie.
Huh. You mean like yourself?
Bite.
Hold up. We're talking about Trinity now? Joe Blasco. She's hella fine. Never seen an ass like hers on a weasel before.
That's because it's fake.
No, I just like the story. It's really kind of deep if you think about it.
It was hard to think about when half the shots are slow-mo and she's doing all these flips and backbends and shit.
Hmm? I didn't think that was your sort of thing anyway, Flynn.
Flynn doesn't have time to retort before Jenna shifts her attention, seemingly coming to TJ's defense.
And come on, Trinity does have more story going on than your average superhero movie. I think it's great that you like her character over all the meatheads.
Yeah, they just stuck in all the boob shots to reel in the dummies.
Of course that's easy for someone like you to say. Besides, I see what's going on here. Maybe you should watch Luce Lobo, TJ. He's shirtless the whole time.
TJ's ears go flat, Tusk pointing at the ground.
Better stop with all this saucy talk. The only way this could get any more awkward is if you got sprung.
We all groan in unison, but TJ shoots right back.
And knowing you, that's exactly what you want to happen, isn't it, Flynn?
Matt gets a few surprised chuckles.
Damn, TJ, where'd that come from?
It isn't that it's a particularly good joke, it's that it came from TJ that makes it funny. I don't think I've ever heard him talk like that.
Look at those eyes. TJ's fierce.
Yep.
Even Flynn can't keep from grinning a little bit. We talk late into the afternoon. At this point, all my worries have disappeared, leaving a happy, warm feeling in its place. It seems silly that I had been nervous earlier. In fact, I'm starting to look forward to the rest of the week.
Aw, Chase, dear. Alright.
Leo steps forward, indicating that we should all shut up.
Now, we all need to remember that Chase is here to do his school project. So... Bullshit, Leo. So, that comes first. But... I did make a few other plans for things we can do on his off time. I'm pretty sure all of us know that we're going to Southwest Adventures tomorrow, so I'll pick up these two up.
He jerks his head towards Flynn and Carl.
Then swing by the motel to get you guys at 9, alright?
Sounds good.
Then I was thinking about doing some stuff in Peyton towards the end of the week. But we'll make those plans later. In between those times, we should find time to hang out as well. Make the most of this.
Leo looks about done, but suddenly snaps his fingers as if remembering something.
Oh yeah, Chase, I saw you had a camera. Think you get a pic of us? It'd be nice for us all to have something that isn't camera phone quality.
Oh sure, I was messing with the self-timer earlier. Should be able to get to work. After a few minutes of me adjusting the tripod and Leo adjusting everyone at the end of one of the beds, we managed to get into position. Alright, here goes. I set the timer and fast walked to the spot Leo saved for me.
Wow.
And then
It's so
everything
fun.
went to
It's
shit.
the whole crew.
For the next 2 hours, we watch a movie on TV, not really paying attention, mostly catching up with each other on how we'd been. It's good to be back, and it feels like we all just were picking up where we left off 3 years ago. It's really nice. Finally, at about 10, Leo, Carl, and Flynn head out. I spend the next 20 minutes tinkering with the equipment, making sure it's all in order for shooting the next day. Once TJ finishes getting ready for the bed in the bathroom, I do as well before getting into bed, head to toe with TJ. There's a soft glow from the corner as Jenna sits on the table reading something. I lay in bed, staring at the ceiling, waiting for her to go to sleep. There's a chain attached to my ankle as I walk away from the lake, my legs and feet caked in mud. I look back, seeing the chain snaking back around the rocks and reeds before disappearing into the water. Looking ahead again, I see Leo. He's smiling, waving at me. I walk towards him, and the chain stays slack, pulling easily out of the water. There's an anchor in the lake, I say. I stare at him, but he doesn't say anything and just keeps on smiling. I crouch on the rocks, wrapping the chain around my wrist a few times. Leo kneels next to me, rubbing my back and sticking out his arm to compare our bracelets, saying that everyone gets one. He seems happy, but now I'm stuck here. I can't even stand up to walk. And I think we'll call that here. Say goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.